Hey love, welcome to my channel where the videos are bad but the titles are worse. My name is Who Gives a Damn, and on this episode of No One's Watching and Why the Hell Are You Still in Your Car, I'm going to talk about something that I actually wasn't planning on talking about today. I was actually going to record a whole nother video, but I received a comment and it really gave me the idea to just respond to the comment. To be honest, I love comments. It makes me feel like I have friends. Can you feel the lonely? Anyway, before I get started, I just want to let it be known that depression has been kicking my... I actually planned on recording and posting a video sometime last week. I want to say my last video was 2, maybe 3 weeks ago. I'm not completely sure. I recorded a video, I started editing, and then completely dipped out on the process. I don't know what exactly happened. I was excited. I don't know. I just didn't. And then today I was actually not gonna record anything, and then I seen the comment and made me feel good that somebody could relate to the videos. Since that is wow. I was gonna actually do my so I actually plan to do my makeup and everything the next time I posted a video. You can clearly see that it's just me and my angry brows today. I'm so sorry guys. I just don't have the energy. For me personally, I have had to stop texting friends. I've had a lot of moments where I've just been to myself. I'm not sure if that's the most healthiest. Upset at so many things. It might just be me internalizing self-anger. Anyway, so I guess let's start with the video. The comment that I received that made me want to respond, a female saying that she had been through a similar situation and that she was finally able to physically, emotionally, and just spiritually leave her situation. The reason I wanted to respond to this girl is because I felt what she was saying. I felt exactly what she's saying that she felt in the situation. Also, quick side note, this shirt was made like this. I didn't just wear this shirt over years and it just like have random holes in it. It was made like this. Y'all remember the Yeezy season shirts where like everything had holes in it and every knockoff place was also trying to do it? So I got this from a knockoff place. Thanks. Anyway, I wanted to respond to her to, I guess, give her some encouragement, because I know it made me feel good to know that somebody else had been through that and that she felt like she could move on. I guess to dip back in the past, because I don't know if anybody's going to want to watch any of those early videos of mine because they were really cringy. Like really cringy. I had been through back and forth with this guy. I started the channel because he broke up with me. And I was so hurt over it. I was so emotional over it that, like, I mean, sis could not catch a grip anywhere. It was a hot mess. Like, I was a hot mess. I thought he was so good for me. I couldn't understand what it was about me. I don't know. For me, it had to be me. I felt like he was good for me, so I didn't understand what I could do to be good for him. I did a lot of apologizing to him. I did a lot of, I don't want to say groveling, but I remember specifically just basically telling him, yeah, you're running, so I'm gonna chase you. Like pretty much that was what I said. I mean, in my head. I know it wasn't those exact words, but that's what it felt like I was saying. You're running from me, so I'm gonna chase you. I'm gonna try to be a better person for you. Which I don't think that was the unhealthy part of it. I think my response to losing someone I loved was healthy in a way. And the reason I say that I think it was healthy was because when you really love someone, when you genuinely love someone, you don't go, you take me as I am. You say, if I'm hurting you or if I'm doing something to offend you, I'm gonna work on that because I want this to work, you know? I'm not saying change for everybody out there. I'm definitely not, but I'm saying that one that does you right, that one that makes you feel like you would move nights, you would move 1,000 mountains. Yes, love makes you do crazy things, but love can make us better people. And that's what I've always felt. That's what I've always aspired to maintain. And I think when he ended things with me, it hurt. And I forgot that there were so many points in the relationship where I was just flabbergasted by how hurt I was. Up until earlier this year when we talked, I had not established mentally for myself that he was toxic to me until he literally said, I don't want to be toxic to you. And then I had to respond, it's too late for that. I think the reason why is because for me, I don't know about anyone else out there, but for me, it was really hard to associate him being toxic in the relationship. He wasn't abusing me, and it didn't feel like mental abuse, although I should have held him accountable the whole way through. If I'm being 100% honest with myself, that was the only thing I really had to do in the relationship, is hold him accountable. And there came a point when I just started to behave like there was nothing wrong that he could do. I remember I am religious, right? Like, I believe in a God. I believe in, whatever you want to say, a higher power, whatever. I remember one time he really hurt me because he chose something over me that he really didn't have to. And I told him how much that hurt because I felt like that had been happening to me my whole life. And he gave me an excuse. And I was in so much emotional pain. Like, I was curled up in a ball on my bed. And I remember just crying. Like, I prayed. I said, Lord, if this isn't it for me, if he's going to treat me like this and any future kids that we could have him end it, because I can't. I refuse to put my kids through this when I felt like that's what I went through growing up. And I want to say maybe a month after that is when we ended. When he broke up with me, I didn't remember that I prayed it. I don't know if it had to do with my pride that I stayed in that relationship instead of just ending it. I don't know if I just have a really hard time saying the things that need to be said when it's all said and done, or what. I prayed for it to be over. I remember there were so many points in the relationship, or after the relationship, after the relationship was over, where I completely forgot that I even prayed this prayer. And every time I found myself having to block him again, I remembered that prayer and some other prayers I had to pray after the situation was done as well, because there were so many times that he hurt me so bad. I would pray like, Lord, get him away from me. Lord, I'm tired of him hurting me. Lord, just remove him from my life. To be completely honest, I'm the one that ruined those prayers. Every time I fought for him to get back in my life, every time I chased him when he was running, whatever I would call it, to be honest, he left me to be a hoe. The last day I seen him, the last day we talked, was a crucial day for me. I went over there. We had our usual time together of like watching movies, doing stuff, whatever. And I remember asking him if he loved me, right? Like, I remember asking him if he loved me. And after asking him that, he said yeah, but he also gave me a bunch of other convoluted bullshit after that. And it just wasn't necessary. So then my wheels really started turning. By that point, I had cried out so much of the relationship that it didn't really matter what he said anyway. However, at that point, I really genuinely just wanted the truth. My literal words were, if you don't, it's okay. Just tell me. And I think he thought that was a trap or something. It wasn't. I really, at that point, just wanted the truth, because I felt like there was so much of our relationship that I had found out over these last couple of years that was a lie. I just wanted something to be real. I just wanted something to be genuine coming from him. And when I asked him, like I said, he gave me a lot of convoluted bull. He started talking about why we couldn't be together. And that wasn't my question. I wasn't forcing him to be with me. My question wasn't, why haven't you asked me to be your girl again? I knew that there would be work that we would need to do to get back to feeling comfortable to call each other baby. Like, I knew some of the simple things would have to come after some hard work. We had been through way too much. I had been through way too much. And by that point, it was just like, we're not getting together right away. Like, that's stupid. And he made it clear while talking. He said some things that really pissed me off, by the way. And I'll explain that in a second. But he made it really clear that he wasn't going to be worth a damn to me. What he said to me that I guess really kind of pointed it out. While he was telling me the reasons we couldn't be together or something like that, he didn't literally say like the statement, we can't be together because, but he said the reason why us is hard for me or something along those lines. He said is because he was scared. I know it's a real fear. You know, being hurt is a real fear, but it's bullshit. It's bullshit. And the reason I say it's bullshit, especially coming from, I find that the ones who are most afraid are the ones who have done the most damage. I think that's what my problem is. Like, you're telling me you're afraid to be with me when all I've done is love you, giving you the best of me that I could figure out how to give you. And if I didn't know, I would force myself to learn for you. I have never put him in a position to not know that I would do anything for him. However, me and him both knew he wouldn't do a damn thing for me if I asked. So for him to be scared bothered the out of me. I wish it didn't irk me as much as it did, but it genuinely pissed me off. And I remember thinking to myself, what am I doing here? There was a lot of things about that last conversation we had that opened my eyes, although I don't think my eyes were really closed by that point. I told him that I felt like there was nothing he would do for me if I asked. He had proven it to me already. However, if I needed him to be the one to chase me this time, to really work for me, I told him I didn't think he would, and he told me he would, but I don't think I believed it. I've known his patterns. They've never changed. All I was doing was wasting my time. He wasn't gonna change, and it's not like I would ever ask him to. I don't want someone to change because they were asked. I want them to change because they want to, for themselves. Hell, if it's for me, it's for me, but I really wanted to be something they chose. But I knew he wouldn't do that for me. I just wanted honesty, and he could never seem to give that to me. I just wanted him to be completely candid with the fact that he wasn't feeling what I was feeling. After we had that conversation, it was really awkward between us. Mainly because I stopped talking, I stopped asking questions, and cried. The tears I cried, I don't think were for the relationship. I had already cried those tears many times before, but the tears I cried that day were because I put myself once again into a situation that made me look stupid. Crying that day was not even just for him. At that time, I had a whole lot of other stuff happening. It was a lot because I genuinely just felt like, what does it take for someone to want you in their life? For you to not have to fight to be there? And then when you turn around and say, I'm done, then they start pulling at you. You're already exhausted. Sis, there's no energy here at all. Yeah, after crying, I called two of my closest friends. They talked me down out of my feelings. I got my stuff, I put my shoes on. I gave him a kiss on the forehead to let him know I was leaving, which I knew I was never coming back. He shouted, I love you, while I was walking out the door. I said, I love you too, and that was it. I'm not sure if he knew what I knew. I'm not sure if he felt what I felt. It was a lot. By that point, I dodged a bullet. 22, thank God, no kids. And I don't want to be in that situation again. I think it took for me to look at the whole situation and really be able to say, this hurt for reasons of which I did have control. I don't know, man. As far as relationships, I miss being with someone. I don't miss him. When I think about the relationship, there are things that make me go, aw, but it's not because I miss him. I still remember his face and can feel how hurt I was. It's not him that I miss. I haven't been in a relationship in the last 2 years because I want somebody that's gonna be good to me. Even though, yes, I regret most of that relationship and sometimes even regret meeting him, I wouldn't change it. I think there are some lessons that we have to learn by beating our own ass. Like, that was what the situation was for me. And honestly, that's fine. Because now I know I will never let another man do that, period. I know what it looks like. I know what the signs are. And these dudes can say I'm tripping. I'd rather trip than be crying every other Tuesday. I'm good. I'm not playing with nobody's son. 2 years later, here I am. I've talked to some guys, I've dealt with them in certain ways, like, but I haven't found anyone that's made me feel like I need to feel before giving my all. I don't know how long or short this is gonna be, but I know that this is gonna be hell to edit. Anyway, like, share, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Join our family. It's really small right now. It's like 5 people. Hopefully we get that number up one day. This has been me. Have a good week. I don't know, I gotta work on my outro. This is wild. I don't know what to say. Thanks for watching, and let's get better together. Bye.